All right, guys, we're going to break down the DXY US dollar currency index. And let's start from the beginning with this waterfall to the downside. Came down, caught this support zone, and then consolidated for about 3 days right here. And then we had a potential breakout candle, this green candle, and then a confirmation of that breakout. The reason being is that we cleared out everything to the left over here and continued up. Let me clear this out so you can actually see something. And we were on a time count, came up, and then also came up into the 20s, which is why we had a couple of days pullback there, just kind of a reset and then a push to the upside. So, and speaking of that, on the upside, what you want if you're a bull is a shallow pullback and then a extension to the upside. When you start coming back, deeper into that run up, especially if you go past the 50% zone of this total move, you have less odds, less opportunity to continue up into that last high zone. Okay, so let's take all that off. Consolidation here, and how would you know how to time this break down or break out here? It just looks like a bunch of sideways consolidation, which is exactly what it is. Basically, it's all inside bar. In other words, you can wick under this big green candle, or it could be a red candle, doesn't matter. And you can wick over it, wick under it. But as long as you're, for the most part, closing inside, it's called an inside bar, and you have the market corner. The only thing it can do is break out, move higher, or break down and go lower. So you just sit on your hands and wait for the wheels to tell you which direction it's going, which at this point it was pushing to the upside. And then here we are now, and our potential target is 104.50. This zone here, our Patreon members know why that is. Near term, this whole round even number of 104 could be, a little bit of resistance coming up into it. We may see another little pullback here to retest this 200 area where the purple line is, and we could, trade sideways and then, try to break through it. So that's the what we're anticipating. Of course, even with the strong dollar, we're seeing, fairly good strength in gold and silver. However, they're are hitting those two commodities are hitting resistance right now. Is the reason why you're seeing a slight pullback in gold and silver. But anyway, I just wanted to catch you up here and kind of forecast the potential move for the dollar, even though the BRICS is going, strong, and everyone's calling for the demise of the dollar. Is no longer going to be around. It's going to be replaced. Yeah, just more, false information out there. They're not going to replace the dollar overnight. And when and if it does get replaced, uh, the Federal Reserve, which is not federal, it's private, they'll simply rotate quicker and faster to the Fed Now coin and take us to war. So anyway, there you go. So also the BRICS nations, the ones joining and stuff. I don't think, if you put two of them in the same room, I don't think two of those nations could come together and decide on what to have for lunch, much less what type of structure they're going to set up, for a new currency, what it's literally going to be backed by. And then if it is backed by a commodity, gold, silver, oil, whatever it may be, who's going to do the audit on that commodity to verify that, that particular nation or nations hold X number of tons or ounces or whatever the case, or barrels, whatever the case may be. Unless they digitize it and put it on the blockchain, then there wouldn't be any, false audits or lying about it or anything else, because you could follow it on the blockchain and call them out. So still a lot of things have to be worked out before people can start, dancing in the end zone regarding taking out the almighty dollar. Okay. So, all right. Thanks for watching, and we will see you on the charts.